Gentlemen, before getting into the main topic, I want to ask you a simple question. How much pure water have you drunk today? 2 glasses? 3? Maybe you've already finished an entire bottle. Many men would answer proudly, I drink plenty. I'm well hydrated, doctor. But the reality is different. If you've already passed 50, and especially if you're over 60, plain water can keep you alive, but it doesn't necessarily keep you vital. After 50, your cells, blood vessels, and hormones begin to change in ways that most men don't even notice. You drink water, but you still feel low on energy. You exercise, but your circulation seems slower. You rest, but you wake up feeling heavy and with a dry mouth. Something is missing, and that something can make the difference between just getting by and truly feeling fulfilled again. I am Dr. Elena Ramírez, a board-certified urologist with over 10 years of experience helping men recover their vitality, circulation, and performance naturally. Today, I want to reveal a truth that's almost never mentioned in medical school. What would you think if I told you that the type of water you drink matters as much as the amount? That your hydration could do more than just quench your thirst? It could energize your cells, improve blood flow, and even awaken abilities you thought were gone. It sounds surprising, doesn't it? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a glass of water the same way again. You'll discover how adding a small forgotten mineral can turn your hydration into a natural boost for blood flow, supporting your energy, stamina, and performance. No pills, no stimulants, no side effects. So don't fast forward. The most essential part is near the end where I show you step by step how to do it. And before we continue, give this video a like, subscribe if it's your first time here, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love hearing from men all over, from the United States and around the world, who are taking charge of their health. All right, gentlemen, grab your glass of water because after today, you'll never drink it the same way again. Let's get serious for a moment. Most people think hydration is simple. You get thirsty, you drink water. End of story. But it's not that simple. After 60, the body changes in ways that make hydration much more complex. Let's break it down calmly because this is where most people get confused. First, the thirst mechanism weakens. With age, the brain takes longer to detect dehydration. You think you're fine, but your cells are crying out for help without clear signals. Since you no longer feel that strong, I'm thirsty, alert, you end up drinking less. And even when you do drink, your body doesn't always use the water efficiently. Second, the kidneys and digestive system lose efficiency. The kidneys, responsible for managing water and minerals, no longer regulate electrolytes with the same precision as before. Sometimes they expel water too quickly, and other times they retain more sodium than necessary. In either case, internal balance is disrupted. Third, your cells start losing the ability to hold water inside. This is huge. The outer layer of each cell, its membrane, needs minerals to maintain the electrical charge that keeps it active. Without that energy, the body can't draw water into the cells as it should. That's why even if you seem hydrated on the outside, you're actually dry inside. It's like pouring water on cracked, nutrient-poor soil. The water just runs off. Your body may appear hydrated externally, but at the cellular level, cells are begging for electricity, minerals, life. That's when symptoms start to show. Constant fatigue, foggy mind, dry skin, stiff joints, slow recovery after workouts, and even poor circulation in the intimate area. Because dehydration isn't just about thirst, it's also about blood flow. When cells can't retain water, blood thickens, circulates more slowly, and encounters more resistance. That means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and reduced performance in all systems: the heart, the brain, and yes, your virility too. Here's the part almost no one mentions. You can drink 8 glasses a day and still be functionally dehydrated. The body doesn't just need water, it needs electrical hydration, the kind that reaches every cell, vessel, and nerve. Before I explain how to fix this, ask yourself, when was the last time you truly felt well hydrated? That feeling of clarity, energy, and lightness that makes you feel younger than your actual age? If it's been a while, don't worry. What's missing isn't youth, it's minerals. Because minerals are the spark that turns ordinary water into water that truly nourishes. In the next part, I'll show you exactly why every man over 60 needs this electrical boost to stay strong, focused, and full of life. All right, gentlemen, let's move forward a bit more. It won't be complicated, just what's necessary to understand what's happening inside your body. Imagine you're a high-performance engine. Water is the fuel, but minerals are the spark plugs. Without spark plugs, the fuel can't ignite. And no matter how much water you drink, it simply doesn't generate energy, power, or better flow. Every thought, every heartbeat, every muscle movement depends on tiny electrical signals. And here's the key. Those signals only work if minerals are available. Your cells communicate through voltage. Minerals like magnesium, sodium, potassium, and zinc carry the charge needed to generate that voltage. When that charge drops, your internal communication system starts to fail. Like a weak Wi-Fi signal in your own body. That's when everything feels off. Energy drops, concentration scatters, muscles tense up, and blood vessels, the pathways for your blood, begin to harden and narrow. This isn't just aging, it's disconnection. Your cells lose their way of communicating because they no longer have their natural language, the body's internal electricity. And here's something many men never hear from their doctor. Plain water contains no minerals, conducts no electricity, and while it wets the outside, it doesn't charge the battery that keeps your body active. When you were younger, you got more minerals from food and your gut absorbed them easily. But after 50, digestion slows and absorption decreases. That's why the same glass of water that used to revitalize you now feels ineffective. Clinical studies back this up. According to research from the National Institutes of Health and the Mayo Clinic, magnesium and potassium deficiencies increase significantly after 50, especially in men. These deficiencies are linked to fatigue, high blood pressure, muscle weakness, and poor circulation. So, what can you do? Recharge the water by adding the necessary minerals. Even in small amounts, your hydration changes completely. Water finally enters the cells. Circulation expands, energy balances, the mind clears, and you feel that inner drive coursing through your body again. I call this electrical hydration, the difference between getting wet on the outside and powering your system from within. It's not complicated. Nature already provides 4 essential minerals that activate this internal switch. Each has a distinct role: relaxation, stability, communication, and hormonal protection. Together, they form what I like to call the circulation code. Let's review each one, starting with the most important mineral for men over 60, the one that can loosen your arteries and restore flow throughout the body. If there's one mineral every man over 60 should always remember, it's magnesium. I consider it the mineral of deep calm. Once you understand its role, you'll see why so many men live tense, restless, and exhausted, even thinking they're in good shape. Here's the truth. Your heart, blood vessels, and muscles depend on magnesium to release and relax. After each contraction, they need this mineral to return to balance. Calcium tells muscles to tense. Magnesium tells them when to relax. It's a perfect dance between effort and rest, but after 50, magnesium levels start to drop, and when that happens, calcium takes over. Arteries stay stiff, pressure rises, and flow slows. That tension doesn't just show in your shoulders or back, it happens inside your blood vessels too. Imagine a garden hose slightly kinked. Water gets through, but with difficulty. That's what happens in your body when magnesium is lacking. Science makes it clear. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic and others showed that over 75% of men have magnesium deficiency. This lack affects not just the heart, it alters energy, sleep, mood, and performance. Because when blood flow slows, everything slows down. Magnesium is involved in over 300 body functions. It helps produce cellular energy, relaxes the nervous system, and restores internal balance. When you start replenishing it, changes come quickly. Better sleep, looser muscles, improved concentration, and active circulation. The foundation of your vitality returns. So, how to start? Do it gradually. Add magnesium directly to water. Avoid cheap version in multivitamins as they're poorly absorbed. The best are magnesium glycinate or citrate. They dissolve easily, have a mild taste, and are well utilized by the body. This is what I usually recommend. Half a teaspoon of magnesium glycinate powder in your morning glass of water. Dissolve it well and drink it slowly. Breathe deeply as you do. You'll feel your body activate gently and steadily. Repeat daily for 3 weeks. You'll notice lighter mornings, greater mental clarity, and yes, firmer, more consistent circulation where you need it most. When your arteries soften, energy flows better. The heart works with less strain, and your confidence, physical and emotional, strengthens again. Magnesium is that silent support that doesn't draw attention but restores what age has hardened. Once you regain that sense of calm, you're ready for the next essential mineral, the one that determines whether the water you drink truly penetrates your cells or just passes through unused. Now that your vessels are more relaxed, let's talk about the mineral that decides if hydration reaches the cellular interior: sodium. Sodium means salt. It's not bad for blood pressure, that's a common doubt, but here's what almost no one hears. Not all salts are the same. Sodium from processed foods, canned soups, snacks, frozen meals is the problem. That's refined, bleached sodium without accompanying minerals. That kind disrupts your internal balance, pulls water out of cells, and leaves you bloated, tired, and dehydrated. But natural sodium from unrefined sea salt or Himalayan pink salt is completely different. It contains minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium that help your body use water properly. Think of sodium as a gatekeeper. It decides if water enters your cells or stays outside. Useless. When you lack enough sodium, hydration doesn't reach its destination. You drink water, but it doesn't penetrate the cell, where real change happens. That's why many men say, "Doctor, I drink water all day, but I still feel thirsty and low on energy." That's not lack of water, it's your cells begging for electrolytes. When sodium levels are too low, you lose the ability to hold water where it matters. You eliminate it quickly, and hydration is gone before your body can use it. So here's the recommendation. Every morning, take your large glass of water, the one with magnesium already mixed, and add a tiny pinch of natural salt. That tiny amount, barely noticeable on the tip of your pinky, has almost no taste, but your body notices the change. With that pinch, cells absorb water more deeply. You stay hydrated longer, energy becomes steadier, and dizziness upon standing, mid-morning fatigue and mental fog disappear. Think of it as tuning your body's internal electrical panel. That touch of sodium turns on the system so water works actively inside cells, and it doesn't raise your pressure. In fact, multiple studies from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health show that when natural sodium is properly combined with magnesium and potassium, it supports blood pressure stability. So, gentlemen, stop fearing real salt. Your body needs it, your cells need it. Just use pure, unrefined salt, always in moderation. This mineral not only lets water in, it also helps charge cells with energy. Now that your hydration has a gatekeeper, it's time to meet the great balancer. The mineral that keeps everything in order, from heartbeat to muscle movement and steady blood flow. If magnesium is the relaxer and sodium the guardian, then potassium is the stabilizer, the gentle force that keeps every electrical signal in tune. Both heart rhythm and muscle contractions depend on the delicate relationship between sodium and potassium. Too much sodium overloads the system, too little and energy crashes. Potassium maintains harmony and calms the internal storm. Here's something almost no one knows. With age, potassium levels quietly drop. According to National Institutes of Health research, nearly 90% of older adults don't get enough potassium from diet. This deficit is a hidden cause of high blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and poor circulation. Visualize it. If sodium opens the door for water to enter cells, potassium keeps it inside, ensuring muscles, nerves, and heart stay hydrated and properly charged. Without enough potassium, cells lose internal pressure, vessels tense, and the heart works harder. Energy drains faster, but when you replenish potassium, something surprising happens. Arteries soften naturally, pressure balances, heart rhythm stabilizes, and you feel calm yet alert. Like your system just took a deep breath. Where to get it? Foods like bananas, spinach, avocados, and beets help. But after 60, absorption decreases and diet often falls short. That's why I recommend adding a low-sugar, high-mineral electrolyte powder rich in potassium. Half a tablespoon in a glass of water after exercise or at night works great. It's simple, refreshing, and deeply restorative. Men who adopt this habit often tell me the same. Doctor, I feel balanced again. They sleep better, cramps decrease, and their heart beats more smoothly. Many mention with a smile that their breathing feels stronger and steadier at night. It's no coincidence. When potassium combines with magnesium, blood vessels stay more open and nerves work precisely. Together, they form the duo that turns hydration into real flow. With adequate potassium, you're not just drinking water, you're reactivating the electrical network that keeps your body running. That leads us to the last mineral, the one directly linked to your strength, drive, and that hormonal spark that defines a man, no matter his age. Zinc, the silent commander of your vitality. We've reached the most influential mineral of all, the one that sustains your strength, endurance, and masculine energy without you noticing. Zinc goes unnoticed for many, but it's the director of your hormonal system. It regulates testosterone, boosts immunity, and maintains prostate health. When it's lacking, the body's engine loses power. Testosterone isn't just about desire, it's the foundation of mood, mental clarity, daily energy, and recovery. Zinc is the spark that keeps that fire burning. With age, the gut absorbs less zinc. Diet often provides low amounts, and if you take antacids or drink alcohol frequently, levels drop further. That's why so many men over 60 feel less drive, less motivation, or reduced impulse, even if tests seem normal. Zinc deficiency prevents efficient testosterone production and impairs prostate function. If you notice slow recovery, weak immunity, or lack of spark upon waking, zinc is likely involved. The good news, you can correct it and see changes quickly. Forget strong tablets that irritate the stomach. They're hard to absorb after 50. Instead, use liquid zinc. It's simple, clean, and absorbs fast. Just a few drops in your midday water glass are enough. Mild taste, but notable impact. Over weeks, you'll notice better concentration, steadier energy, and gradual return of that quiet masculine strength. But it's not just hormonal. Zinc strengthens the immune system, crucial when defenses drop after 60. It helps the body repair, heal, and respond faster to infections. By including zinc, you're not just hydrating, you're reactivating your vital drive, reminding your cells how to function like before. Combine it with magnesium, sodium, and potassium, and you rebuild the four pillars of hydration and energy. Now, how to tie it all into a simple routine. How to make it daily without complications or hard to find supplements. That's exactly what we'll break down now. A 3-step daily hydration plan that takes less than 5 minutes and can completely renew your energy, mental clarity, and performance. All right, gentlemen, let's turn this information into something practical, something you can start tomorrow. Knowledge only helps when it becomes habit. This small daily habit can profoundly change how your body feels. I call this method the 3-stage mineral hydration plan. No pills or complicated preparations, just enhancing the water you already drink. Step 1, morning blood flow boost. As soon as you wake up, even before coffee, fill a large glass of water. Add half a teaspoon of magnesium glycinate and a pinch of Himalayan or sea salt. Mix slowly, breathe, drink it gradually. As it goes down, your vessels open, muscles soften, and your system turns on without caffeine's nervous jolt, but with steady, calm energy. Do this every morning for 3 weeks and you'll feel it. Lighter days, clearer thinking, smoother circulation throughout the body. Step 2, midday hormonal and immune support. Around lunchtime, before the afternoon slump, take another glass of water. Add a few drops of liquid zinc. That's your midday boost. It helps keep testosterone balanced, improves mood, and supports defenses all day. No sudden crashes, no mental fog, just calm, continuous energy. Like hitting reset for the second half of the day. Step 3, evening circulation restoration. After dinner or exercise, end your day with a large glass of water. Mix half a tablespoon of a low-sugar, high-mineral potassium-rich electrolyte. This step recovers your electrolyte balance, stabilizes heart rhythm and pressure, and relaxes muscles for deep, restorative sleep. Many men tell me they wake renewed. No heaviness, no confusion, just alive. 3 steps: magnesium with salt in the morning, zinc at midday, potassium at night. That's it. Simple, effective, powerful. You don't change your diet or add complicated supplements, just optimize your water. The wonderful thing is, effects build gradually. Each week, your body recharges more. Circulation flows better, energy steadies, concentration stabilizes. By week 3, you'll notice things you thought lost. Light confidence in walking, quiet strength upon waking, even endurance like before. Because this stops being just hydration, it's restoration. Your cellular system reconnecting. Your body remembering how to feel strong again. In the next part, we'll see real changes you can expect when this becomes routine and how it slows silent aging. Let's talk about what comes next when you stay consistent. Results come quietly, not overnight, but gradually and firmly in sensations you'll notice. In the first week, you'll wake less dry and heavy. Opening your eyes is easier. First steps feel lighter. Morning fog that usually lingers clears sooner. By week 2, energy stays even from morning to night. Post-lunch slump or coffee craving fades. You stay awake and present all day. Not wired, but truly alive. By week 3, blood flow feels smoother, skin looks brighter, rest becomes deep and restorative. You recover faster from workouts or demanding days. For many men, intimate circulation quietly improves too. that morning firmness you thought forgotten starts returning, let's be honest. Aging is natural, but decline doesn't have to be. Much of what we call age is just signals from a body depleted of minerals and proper system communication. When you restore balance, the body awakens. You're not turning back time, you're letting your body do what it's designed for. Your heart pumps with less effort, mind clears without noise, muscles release tension, even mood stabilizes, less anxiety, more calm, more presence. When cells are fully charged, the whole body feels protected again. That's where vitality reborns. That's where confidence returns. Not from ego, but inner quiet strength. Something else happens. No pill can offer clarity. You notice what your body tried telling you for years. Hydration isn't just quenching thirst, it's letting cells talk to each other. Each mineral sends a message to heart, nerves, hormones. We're synced again. You discover you never lost your power, just operated on weak signal. These minerals strengthen it, turn water into electricity, electricity into life. Don't expect instant miracles. Look for quiet awakenings, moments saying, "Today I feel different." True restoration comes in small, consistent steps. Now that you know what your body can achieve, understand the essential. How to sustain this change? The key isn't just today's drink, but daily choice from now on. Here, everything fits. Gentlemen, you now know the truth about hydration. After 60, plain water no longer suffices, but you also know exactly how to empower it with minerals that reactivate life in every cell. True vitality doesn't come from quick fixes or expensive products. It comes from internal connection, every cell working in harmony, charged and awake. Think of that morning glass. It stops being just water. It becomes a signal: wake up, circulate, repair, move forward. Magnesium opens circulation and relaxes muscles. Sodium lets cells absorb deeply. Potassium maintains heart rhythm and nerve communication. Zinc protects hormones, prostate, and masculine essence. 4 simple minerals, 3 easy steps, 1 real transformation. You don't need to chase youth. Just give your body the spark it's missed. Even after 60, you're not losing life, you're awakening it. So here's what I want you to do tomorrow. Fill a glass of water, mix half a teaspoon of magnesium glycinate, add a pinch of natural salt. Breathe deep and drink with the mindset of a man reclaiming control over his body. Then continue. Add zinc midday, potassium at night. Do it for 21 days, just 3 weeks. Watch what happens. You'll feel energy transform. You'll notice yourself lighter, calmer, stronger. You'll wake before the alarm with purpose and clarity. Because what you're doing isn't small. You're not just hydrating, you're reactivating the electricity driving your heart, mind, and masculine essence. When you share that energy with your partner, family, or those around you, they'll notice the change too. Gentlemen, aging isn't slowing down, it's renewing. When you master hydration, you master that evolution. If what you heard today resonates, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with a friend who needs this message. Real men lift each other up. Before you go, tell me in comments, which mineral will you add to your water first? Magnesium for calm energy, zinc for strength and drive, potassium for balance and stability, or all 3? I read you there. If you have health questions, leave them too. I'll answer in upcoming videos. Until next time, I'm Dr. Elena Ramírez. With 10 years of experience, stay hydrated, stay strong, and remember, your best years aren't behind. They're just starting to reborn.